Warframe Affinity. Level up your knowledge of the game.
What's up, Tenno? LiquidReign here. Today we're going to have a video about Farm Simulator 2014. No, it's Farm Frame. No, Grind Frame. No, but seriously, this is the first video of the Warframe Affinity series in which I will try to level up your knowledge of the game. Today's episode will cover the resource farming of Oxium and Salvage with a side of rubido and alloy plates. Now, Oxium is a rare, lighter-than-air alloy of Orokin origin. As of the making of this video, it is the newest resource in the game. This resource is used to research and develop Warframe Zephyr. Clans hoping to research Zephyr will need to collectively collect Oxium based on their clan tiers. Ghost clans need 200, Shadow clans need 600, Storm clans need 2,000, and finally Mountain clans need 6,000. Furthermore, each individual component requires an additional amount, again based on the tier: 20, 60, 200, 600. There are a total of 3 components. You as an individual will need to collect 600 Oxium to manufacture the Zephyr once these blueprints are completed. Because this resource only drops in 1 to 2s, you can see that you have a lot of farming ahead of you. This is for those of you who have expendable platinum. You know, you're not worried about spending it on stuff, or you just want to farm, and so you can spend it, right? Not people with the 50 starter platinum. Do not do that. I have another video. Go watch it. That's what you should do with it. Okay? But there are 2 fairly new boosters as of the making of this video. Head on over to the market, the equipment tab, and the big booster icon on the left. You'll want to purchase the resource booster. This will double the amount of resources you get when you pick up a resource. So instead of 1 to 2 Oxium, you're getting 2 to 4. You have the option of getting a 3-day booster for 40 platinum or a 7-day booster for 80. Pick whichever one you want. Now you'll also need to purchase the resource drop chance booster. This doubles your chance of having resources drop. This again comes in the 3-day or 7-day booster. And again, pick whatever you want. For this farm, I will be using the Volt. Wait, hold on. Stop your groaning. Don't turn off the video just yet because I'm talking about the Volt. Okay? The Volt is viable. Okay? Viable at this low level against low level Corpus. Okay? The good news is that if you have her, you don't have to farm her for this to work. Okay? You can if you want. Help it, make it more effective, whatever. I'm probably going to farm the Aura slot in the future. Okay? Because some of you might just want to be here to get the the build for this farm, whatever, I'm going to go ahead and show it on screen. If you wish to continue watching, I'll explain reasoning behind it. I'll show you, the farm in general, what goes on, the basics of it. So quickly, the build is Energy Siphon, Overload, Fleeting Expertise, Overextended, Streamline, Focus, Stretch, Flow, and anything you want, really. I put in Redirection because I'm able to stand still a little, let the Corpus group up a little more, shoot at me, whatever, and then massacre them. You'll also want to equip the Storm Helmet. As for your primary, secondary, melee, bring whatever the hell you want, right? You're not going to be using it that much. So let's head into the farm. We want to head to the trans-Neptunian object, Sedna, and the mission is Kappa. This is a mobile defense, and as you can see, 12 to 15 Corpus. Like I said before, fairly low level Corpus. So your Volt is viable. So everything in this build, aside from the redirection, is a must. Overlord is your ultimate. It is what will be slaughtering everybody. It sends out an energy field and it overloads lights and electronics. So these lights and electronics will explode in chain reaction and do more damage, but once they're out, you're not getting that extra damage. So be prepared to be fighting in the dark a lot. You should equip the alternate helmet, Storm Helmet. This will increase your power strength by 10% at the cost of 5% stamina. Big deal. You're not running much. Fleeting Expertise. You are going to be spamming your ultimate, and this mod will help you do it twofold. First, it increases your power efficiency, lowering the energy cost to cast your ultimate. Secondly, it lowers the power duration so that you will not be holding this dumb crucifix pose forever. Those of you who have played Volt before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You walk into a room, use your ultimate, slaughter everything instantly, and then you're stuck like an idiot just floating there waiting for it to end. Overextended, we want this to clear the entire map. Well, almost the entire map. Don't worry about the reduced power strength. Remember that these are low-level Corpus. Regardless, you'll be doing the full damage and an additional 50% to the robotic Corpus. These are like the MOAs and the Ospreys. Streamline stacks with Fleeting Expertise, again lowering your energy cost to cast your ultimate. Focus works in conjunction with your helmet, and that means that Fleeting Expertise will only lower your damage by 20%. Stretch works with overextended, more map range, more slaughter. Flow is finally there to help with energy management. You might find yourself sometimes running low on energy, and being able to build it up prior to entering the room, prior to starting the console, helps you have reserves. Energy siphoning is a godsend, okay? It's amazing. With only one, you're definitely going to run into energy problems. You'll probably have to run around, collect energy orbs, or use energy restores, excuse me. That's what I like to use. They only cost about 1,000 credits and whatever the resources is, and it's not going to break your bank. You easily recoup the cost in the mission. If you're in a pug or with friends and you end up with 4 energy siphons, you don't have any energy issues. You're going to be spam, 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 next console, hack, whatever, spam, 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 max, repeat, repeat, repeat. So if you get into a pug, if you're in a pregame pug, ask everyone to bring energy siphon. They don't have to, okay? Like I said, just go around, find orbs, use restores. This video and many of its parts have been sped up by 300%. I did not want you to have to sit through the entire farm. It's a long one, and you're going to have to be doing that in real time here soon and shortly. Frankly, I don't have enough to talk about to fill an entire farm session. The best part of this farm, though, is right here. Once the defense phase is over, you're able to scrounge around for the drops that you've earned. It always brings a smile to my face. I hope it brings a smile to yours. So this right here, it's your kryptonite. It will prevent you from doing your job, which is slaughtering the corpus for your benefit. Lockdowns, they do a couple things. They prevent the corpus from getting to the objective. This prevents you from killing them, and since you're not killing them, more aren't spawning. Secondly, this drops the amount of drops that you're going to be getting. Killing less enemies equals less drop chance equals less drops to pick up. So you want to end a lockdown as soon as possible. In this run, we've had 2 so far. It's not a big deal so long as you deal with it and deal with it quickly. Get those doors open and let the corpus flow. You will notice that there are certain areas that the drops will cluster. This is fantastic, but sometimes it can give you a false sense of where the drops will be, and you'll become lazy and not scrounge around to find them. You should bring carrier with vacuum for helping your loot collection, but you should also look everywhere possible for these drops. Leave no stone unturned, as they say. You're here for farm, you might as well look for the farm. It's going to take a little bit to go look around the map for those extra single drops, but that's the difference between 1 to 2 Oxium, 2 to 4 Oxium, if you have the boosters. Where you stand the farm, it's up to you. I like to stand near the objective to better overload the map, and because it allows me to not accidentally screw up by leaving the objective unattended and for it to be destroyed somehow. You'll have to fight your boredom, and you'll have to deal with your teammates' boredom. They will fix their boredom by running around the map like chickens with their head cut off, grabbing all the loot in real time, or even trying to score some kills. While the grabbing the loot is not such a big deal, the going for kills can be. Sometimes they're going to try and get kills and start pushing out farther and farther out, and this will push the spawns of the corpus out. So you're not getting kills, and then their kills and their drops are randomly on the map where you shouldn't even be going. So try and stay in the central location of this map, and you should be good. You can fight your boredom by joining them and running around, ulting, gathering the loot, or you can just sit and wait. I prefer the sit and wait method, but if you're going to do this, I suggest multitasking. Listen to some music, watch a stream, TV, or even read a book. Just make sure you're there to spam your skills and in the end collect your loot. You may also notice that sometimes these Oxium Ospreys and Corpus Tech like to not die on your first ultimate. While in the beginning I said bring whatever primary, secondary, or even melee you want, this really still stands. Just make sure you bring something that you can finish these guys off. You don't want these Corpus Techs running around and possibly killing the objective. You'll also want to be able to finish off these Ospreys so they don't suicide bomb. If they suicide bomb, you're not getting that drop chance, and in the end, none of the drops. I recorded 2 runs for this video. The first run I got 44 Oxium and 10,000 salvage. The second game I got 88 Oxium and only 7,000 salvage. You need to remember, these are going to be random every time. They're going to be different. Sometimes you get high, sometimes you get low. But 600 Oxium is a big number to reach, so you'll have to farm a lot. Don't forget, I have resource booster and resource drop chance boosters on, so these numbers are a little inflated for me. If you don't have these, your numbers are going to be a lot lower. I hope that the first Warframe Affinity video was helpful to you and you actually learned something. This video was for Oxium and Salvage farming on Kappa, which is the planet Sedna. If you would like to see a certain resource or boss on the next episode of Warframe Affinity, please leave a comment below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.